Thanks for joining the website. My name's Lorraine Royal, and I started Essence of Eden in 2004 out of a need and a desperation. I had really sensitive teeth. In fact, they were so sensitive that I was sure that they were cracked. So I went to the dentist and asked for an X-ray, and he took an X-ray. Cost me £90, and you know, quite a sum in those days, just to find out that they weren't cracked at all. They were just really sensitive. So he suggested I use a very good dental product which deals with sensitive teeth. It worked, but I wasn't really happy because it wasn't entirely a natural product. So this went on for months, and when you're in pain for months and months, I tell you, it does change you as a person. You become self-absorbed, and you're constantly miserable. So on my travels abroad, I happened to mention to my brother-in-law about this problem, and he's a very knowledgeable chap. But he didn't say anything, he just led me in the right direction. And this is what happened. He actually gave me a glass of coconut milk to drink, which I drank, carried on telling him about my teeth, and in the evening of that same day, I wanted another glass of milk, but there wasn't any, but there was some more coconut milk, so I had a glass of that. Went to bed, woke up in the morning, and I had a piece of toast, and I had a cup of tea, and my teeth didn't hurt. And I could not understand what had happened. And it was a perplexing phenomenon, and I was just pondering what on earth could have happened. Anyway, in conversation, my brother-in-law said, if you're going to the beach, you're going to get bored, take this research book with you. Great, you know, a research book on the beach, not quite my scene. Anyway, he was right, I got bored, so I dug out this book and I started reading, and in the back of my mind it was still ticking over. My teeth don't hurt, what's going on? What's different? What have I done that's different? Anyway, I got to a section in the book about teeth, and you know what, the penny dropped. It said in there about coconut oil being the best thing for your teeth. And I thought, it can't possibly be that simple. It couldn't possibly be the oil in the coconut milk that had taken care of the problem. So I went back that evening, couldn't wait for him to get home from work, and I said to him, did you know this all the way along? And of course he just smiled and he said, well, you had to find your own way. So that was it. And then he introduced me to his huge supply of coconut oil that he had, and I bought up tons of the stuff and brought it back to the UK for my own use and for my family. But of course eventually I ran out. So I just confidently toddled off to the health food shop thinking it's no issue, I'll just buy up some more. Which I did. I bought up a tub and it cost me £15, and it made me so sick. In fact, it stripped the back of my throat and I was ill all night long. So I decided, after being £15 out of pocket, that I'd go to another health food shop and pick up another brand. It couldn't possibly be the same experience. It wasn't entirely the same experience, but it was close. The next one had a petroleum aftertaste, and I thought, what is this stuff? So I decided to start doing some market research of my own, going from store to store, looking for good quality coconut oil. And you know what? I could not find one that matched the quality that I had enjoyed on my travels. So I decided to contact the farmer direct, and we had a good chat. And we came to an arrangement which then became an exclusivity contract for the UK. And he would supply me, if I bought the minimum order, which was huge, he would supply me on a regular basis with this particular coconut oil. So I agreed to that, and of course, what do you then do with these huge drums of oil when you've got a best before date? What do you do with all the surplus after you've supplied all your friends and all your family and all your extended family relatives? What do you then do with all this huge surplus that we could never eat it before the best before date? So I decided to take a sample of it to a local health food shop where I had originally bought the first jar for 15, and I asked her to compare the two. Now that was an interesting thing, because she tried the other brand and then she compared ours, and needless to say she took on ours, and it's been going strong ever since. And since then, so many independent health food shops have taken on board this good quality coconut oil, and it's so different from the others. Now let me explain to you why. The majority of oils that you find on the market today in the UK are either Copra, cold pressed, or Expeller pressed oils. Ours is a centrifuge coconut oil, which means that the meat of the coconut is shredded, it's put into a large drum where it is spun at high speed, and as it's spinning, the top oil is then siphoned off. And now that's in very simplistic terms. I'm not an engineer, but we have reference books that you can refer to if you need more information, and it's all on the website, so you can have a look for yourself. So that's basically how Essence of Eden was born, and since then we've been winning awards for our oil because of the quality of the product and the flavour, etc, etc. Now it's important that you enjoy the taste of the oil if you're going to make it a regular part of your day-to-day diet. For me, myself, I can tell you my personal experiences. Of course, I've told you about the teeth, but the other things I started to notice. It took a few weeks, maybe a couple of months actually, but I noticed that my thumb joints and my knee joints no longer ached. Now this was another reoccurring problem, that night after night when you're trying to sleep, there's that ache, that dreadful ache in your legs and in your joints that you just want to sleep and it keeps you awake. That no longer happens, and I haven't had it since. I haven't had sensitive teeth since. The other thing was dry eyes. They were so dry. I was on a hospital prescription for dry eyes, eye drops. I noticed after a few months I haven't used those either, and I still haven't used them to this day. That's from 2004. I tell you, I am such a different person, and the health of my own family members have improved dramatically, and it's different for everybody because we all have a different metabolism, and so it affects people in different ways. But all I can say to you this, it's not a cure-all, but what it does do is mind-blowing. It's really, really amazing. Now there's tons of information, a huge wealth of information on the internet, so all you have to do is to have a browse about coconut oil and you'll see for yourself. But what I would urge you to do is to try our product as well, along with all the others. Now incidentally, if you're still a bit wary about coconut oil and you think it's an expensive product, let me just point this out to you. You will no longer need to buy cooking oil. You will no longer need to buy an athlete's foot powder. You will no longer need to buy eye makeup remover, a deodorant, an eye cream, a lip balm, a very expensive facial moisturiser, hair products. What have we got here? A face cleaning product. You won't need that anymore. A deep hair conditioner oil, you won't need that anymore. Hair setting thickening lotion, you won't need that anymore. Body moisturising cream, you won't need that anymore. You won't need knit lotion for your children or a knit comb, because putting the oil in the hair, just they're not attracted to it. And you won't need an athlete's foot cream. Now, those are just a few of the products. I'm sure you can think of a ton more that I can't put my hand to at the moment that you will no longer need. And in exchange, all you're doing is using one little jar of oil. We constantly have one on the go in the kitchen, and I can't find where it's gone at the moment. But one little jar suffices. And when you're on your travels, believe me, when it comes down to the weight of your luggage, one little jar that does so much is an incredible advantage. Anyway, enjoy the video, enjoy the website. We will be producing more videos, particularly about the hair and other aspects of body care as time goes by, which we will add. So keep checking us out, and occasionally we do have offers, particularly when we get an award, we then do a promotion. So watch this space. Thanks for joining us. Bye bye.